Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AMX 1357 Grand Final. It's a Tier 7 French premium light tank. It's located on the north spawn of Murovanka and it's under the command of panzerpenguin of RXD. He's got coated optics, exhaust and the vents as well. Game on! Tier 7 game with Tier 7 tank with Tier 6 tanks in it. And he's straight off towards the Magic Forest with EBR Hotchkiss, and he happens to be in platoon with Santander. We've seen him before platooning with panzerpenguin. So what can I tell you about this little machine? Well, 57mm, but it's got a clip of 8 shots, and each shell is capable of 90 alpha, and it'll penetrate up to 143 mils. It's also got a very fast fire rate. The intra-clip is only 1 second, so he can dump his load into the enemy very, very quickly and do a lot of damage. The only problem really is that he doesn't have enough damage from each shot or overall to actually kill an enemy tank with 1 clip. So unless the enemy tank has already taken some damage, he could actually end up in a position where he hasn't got enough shell power left to actually take the enemy out altogether, and he could take damage from the enemy whilst he's reloading. Standard reload is 15.66 seconds. Oh, he rammed that guy as well. Oh, and he did get the kill. So by ramming the enemy, he actually managed to get the kill, but unfortunately now he got trapped there by a super Hellcat and took a big 90mm hit for 301. So that didn't work out too well. We've now got Achilles in the Magic Forest, and we have to deal with him. We've locked on. He's now unloading into this guy, and the kill shot goes to the Panther M10, but we have taken more damage as well. 117-pounder round hit us. Now the 1357 was designed in the 1950s, but it never got manufactured because they went with the 1375 instead. Well, we just lost Santander because he got taken out by a Skoda T40. And we're pulling back at the moment because we've taken so much damage. We've only got 211 hit points remaining, and we've got a damaged turret as well. So, yep, Arty's retreating, trying to get into a safe position over on the west side of the map, and he's decided to stop in this bush, try and spot for his team. He does have fairly good view range, 390 meters, so he can at least tell his teammates where the enemy is, but he doesn't want to find the enemy by rolling into them, because that would be very bad indeed. He could go out in just 1 shot. He's fixed his turret, so he hasn't got any problems. And there's a Crusader, which of course Tier 6 light tank. So 2 light tanks working together might help. There's that Skoda. That's the one who killed Santander. And he managed to get a couple of hits in. Well, more than a couple. In fact, the Skoda backs up and he gets the kill shot. Well, Santander will like that because at least the guy who got him finally was killed by panzerpenguin. Now, as I said, this is a premium tank. It's not on sale all the time, but it used to be on sale occasionally. It's actually quite deadly. They say it's quite fast, 61 kilometers an hour, but it's still got that problem on the amount of damage you can do. Okay, it's reloaded. The Crusader probably needs to fall back now. There's the enemy 1375. The 57mm gun was actually discontinued, and although this tank is in the gift shop, it's actually quite good fun just for being able to bomb around the battlefield at high speed doing damage. He's just spotted an enemy Panther M10 over in the Magic Forest, backed up to see if he can get some shots. He's still 1 shell short of a full clip. And that Panther is getting closer and closer. Okay, he's now unloading into that guy. Notice how fast it fires. really quick. Okay, so he's expended all his shells, but he didn't kill the Panther. And in fact, the kill shot goes to the E25 on our team. And now we've got a VK coming in behind us. He's not fully loaded yet. Okay, now he can get this guy. Gets one, gets two, and he gets the kill shot. Oh, bounced around from the T25. That was a 90mm round that he managed to bounce, and I think it went off his tracks. Because the armor on this thing is very, very light indeed. The heaviest armor is on the hull at the front, 50mm thick, 40mm at the front of the turret. So if he bounced around a 90mm round, it would have to have hit the tracks, because anything else would have gone straight through. Okay, his team's one up on the enemy, and he's doing his job at the moment to try and protect the Arty and also the north flank. It's very brave, actually, he's doing this because, of course, as I said, he doesn't have much in the way of hit points. He's now down to 38 hit points in total. One shot would see him out the game. Three kills already. And he's got another one coming in. Now, he should be able to penetrate the M6. But the M6 will probably fire back down the same line. He could actually get through that turret. And the M6 is pulling back because he knows he's been spotted by a light tank. You don't really want to go any further. I'm wondering if the M6 actually just got hit by our Arty. T25 is moving ahead. He's keeping conscious of where the enemy is to the south. Now, this is interesting. He's skirting around the M6 at range, trying to keep a fair distance away from him so that the M6 can't see him. The T25's gone all the way up to where the M6 was last seen, and he can't. Oh, now he does. He sees him now. Now the T25's in danger. But look at that. The RT's straight in there. And there's the enemy T25. He's unloading into that guy. He gets the kill. He locked on and just blasted away. Now, we did lose our T25 too to the M6. He's only got 4 hit points left, so we could take that guy out at long range. And in fact, it's the Arty who gets the honours. Okay, we've got Super Hellcat there at range. Didn't get that one in, but he's got a full clip now. Apart from one shell, of course, he just fired. Now, can he get shots? Well, it doesn't dial in very quickly, this 57. The aim time is 2.21 seconds. So this does take a little while. And the enemy are now chasing our E25 back to our cap area. There's the Comet. And he gets one in. And two. You can stay in third person and blast away at the enemy. He hasn't gone for the reload yet. Should have gone for the reload. The Comet goes down to the Arty. The M44 got him. That's a big kill. Now that's only the Super Hellcat. Now he did move forward. If we can get behind the Super Hellcat and kill him from behind, that would be great. Then it's just the enemy Arty. He's already got 4 kills. He could actually get a Top Gun out of this. There he is. Okay, go for it. Pump rounds into him. Yeah, he's suffering. And he goes down, and that's a big kill. That potentially wins them the game. Both Artys fire at our T25, KV2 rather. And it looks like the shells came over from the east side of the map. So he's heading straight towards the south. You can see one of the RT was seen on the west side of the map, but I think one of them is definitely on the east side. It seemed that that was the direction the shell came from. So I think he's going to go and find that guy first, And as soon as he's found him, then... Oh, and he's found somebody. Yes, it's the SU-8 trying to run away. Okay, so we might as well chase after him. We've got more speed. We can catch up with him. He's wondering if the other Arty is around here. It's an S51. It's fairly slow. And he's found him. They were on this side. And now he's going for the gun shield. Unloading. And that's the kill. And that's his top gun. Now he can deal with the SU-8. Get a full clip. He can probably wipe out the SU-8 with one full clip. It'll leave him with 7 kills, but it would certainly be nice to get a Pascucci's. Very well played by panzerpenguin. Considering most of the battle he had low hit points, and he's ending up this game with only 38. If the SU-8 finally does get him, then obviously it'll be down to the fact that he ran out of hit points, but I think he's actually doing incredibly well. Normally I'd be rooting for the Arty, but in this case it's the enemy Arty, therefore they have to go. Both of our guys stayed alive, and that's down to his work. Okay, he's unloading now. The SU-8 probably will get a chance, and there he gets the kill. What a game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for panzerpenguin of RX. It's actually RXD, RXO rather, not RXD, in the AMX 1357 Grand Final. It doesn't say GF, but obviously you've got the stripe there on the turret, which is the GF version. He managed to get a fire for effect for doing more damage to the hit points of his own vehicle, spotter for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. A Pascucci's medal for killing 2 enemy SPGs. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And of course, he got a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. He ended up with 7, which is 1 short of getting a Radley Walters. And his win rate from that game was 15,159, which is super Unicum standard and a lot more. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the high damage in that one was 3,478 hit points. And of course, that went to panzerpenguin. Second highest damage in the game went to the KV2 with 2,554. And the third highest damage, well, that went to the AMX 1375 on the enemy team. And he picked up a patrol duty for 2,004 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, panzerpenguin got the highest in that, 7 kills in that game. 2 kills went to the M44 and E25 on our team. And on the enemy team, their Super Hellcat and their Comet and the Panther M10 all got 2 kills piece. And when it came to base XP, yep, panzerpenguin got that as well. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,781 went to panzerpenguin. He's the only player in the game to get over 1,000 base. Yes, he did exceptionally well. 918 went to the KV2 and 784 went to the M44, just beating the enemy AMX 1375 with 752. He fired 54 rounds in that game. This tank actually carries, if I remember correctly, 76 rounds. No, 56 rounds, not 76. So he only had 2 rounds left at the end. 42 direct hits, 37 penetrations, 3,478 hit points of damage, of which 481 were at more than 300 meters. So most of the rounds were at close range. 3 hits received from the enemy, 2 penetrations, 1 non-penetration. That was the lucky shot because that was a T25-2 shell, which actually hit his tracks. 1 hit by way of splash damage as well from the enemy Arty. 3 enemy vehicles spotted. 11 enemy vehicles damaged, so he was on course to getting a Pools medal because, of course, everyone else started getting the kills off him, and he got 7 kills, 1,196 hit points of spotting assist in that game. On a premium count, he actually made 108,796 credits from the game, including a 50,000 mission completion bonus, and he also picked up 7,212 experience points out of the game as well. So, very good game. And a first ace tanker for him in the AMX 1357. It's one of those tanks which can become quite addictive, but of course, a lot of players who play it and go up close to the enemy and circle them and try and kill them whilst they're circling, find out the hard way that, yes, if you run out of shells too quickly, then you get killed very quickly as well. And he was unlucky to get a hit from that Super Hellcat, which just after he killed the enemy Hotchkiss, it was the enemy AMX 1357, wasn't it? He managed to get the kill and he rammed that guy as well to make sure that he had lost some hit points. But yes, it was very unlucky that Hellcat shot, and that could have crippled him for the rest of the game. But he still played on, even though he had reduced hit points, and won in the end. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.